zone. Let's go. This could be a pretty hype set just because of what these two guys do. Whenever this inevitability comes back to full circle, they're gonna go ahead and button check first, I guess, or maybe switch something up.
Yeah, not going to small battlefield. I don't know if it's a starter on the NPT rule set. I don't believe it is, but I could be proven wrong.
Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Yeah, a lot
hey,
of people put it as a counter pick for obvious reasons, right? It's just like another version of PS2 that gives you some variety.
yeah, that same biplat layout.
And speaking of which, yep, looks like that's
substantial
where we're going.
differences. Yeah, the way I've seen it whenever I see Beast play is if he can go to PS2, he will.
Yeah.
And for better or for worse, that's his prerogative.
For sure. I mean, I think it could help against Meta Knight, but we've obviously seen this is a comfort pick for Bonk as well. So I'm interested to see, like, right now the PT has been relatively dominant, and we know that the versatility of the character allows itself to do this. Looking like they want to go ahead and start laddering Meta Knight, giving him a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah, it's so insane how Squirtle's often best option isn't even to air dodge, but to use those quick buttons to turn your combo into his, as we see it, that Nair come out mid-dash attack from Bonk. And the proof is in the pudding, 60% to 95. Whenever Bonk has seemed to find a proper starter, he hasn't been able to chain it until he got that rage, and Squirtle's lightweight is going to prove the antithesis of survivability, though it is going to be a stock trade at the end of the day. Bonk just choosing to even things up, going the full combo route, and hey,
sure.
I can't blame him.
It's about sending a message. It's always about sending a message.
Oh, it always is, yeah.
Right, and right now the message is continuing to be sent as Bonk continues to make it a relatively even game, still trying to get some of these good combo strings. Right now, a grab sends Beast off to the side, but barrels his way back in with the withdraw.
And he does it again. Okay, there's a couple. It's interesting to watch Beast, who's so known for his Charizard, be so Squirtle focused today. He did this against Andromeda, and now we're seeing that with the Squirtle not only getting multiple jab blocks and setups off of Squirtle F tilt, but also the DI mix-up going for up smash.
Incredible idea. I mean, obviously expecting the up smash coming out, then ups for the up smash. Definitely, you could see the DI helping him out there to secure the kill. Bonk knows that he's got to fire back and uses the Squirtle's lightweight yet again to get an early kill.
I wonder if this is a practice thing. I mean, these two players playing so often. He knows that Ivysaur's slower, floatier nature is going to be hard to keep up with Meta Knight, and Charizard's big body will get exploited by those insane ladder combos. So it's Squirtle or bust for Beast right now, and I mean, boom or bust will end at the will be resolved at the end of this best of 5, but it's a real tight one thus far.
I mean, interesting. I do think that the Squirtle is an interesting choice because I'm wondering, Ivysaur also has like very, very strong tools against Meta Knight, I'm feeling. But hey, it's his prerogative, and I really like the change of pace here because okay, now we're starting to get into some Ivysaur stuff. This looks like he wants to get some kill options on the board, and right now Squirtle just not cutting it. Gets the big read on the down air, and that's why we switched to Ivysaur.
I mean, once Bonk missed that edge guard, it looked like it was just a clock in Beast's head. Like, alright, he used his jump, now he's got an up B, you see the rotation once, and boom, there it is. Closing out game 1 with that instant reversal that Ivysaur is so known for.
For sure. I mean, gets a really, really nice angle on the tether grab. Obviously, that's super important.
Absolutely.
If you're able to read the tether grab appropriately, but sometimes it feels more RNG than anything else.
Given the range, that's incredibly true. But hey, I mean, you called it out, right? That Ivysaur, while she may be slow, Ivysaur has the kill power to punish any recovery that doesn't immediately snap to ledge. And Beast holding it in the back pocket until the very last stock.
Right, and I mean, I think Ivysaur is also really good against characters with multiple jumps, characters that are very floaty. Squirtle, obviously looking very strong as well here on Northern Cave, which is a bit of an unconventional pick, I will say. But I enjoyed, kind of like the not flat side Kalos sort of thing. I'm interested to see, some people like the wall, some people like the walls. Anyone with a wall jump, obviously, but here, it doesn't even matter. Yet the Meta Knight trying to go all out and doesn't get the big punish in Blast Zone.
Yeah, now we get to see the Charizard get the parry, but miss on the punish twice over, and a double attempt at a jab reset. Bonk going for the hard read instead of looking for just the confirmed stock. But he gets that fly out of shield, the armor. Man, this set is just toe-to-toe, blow for blow right now, Nerf. How are you feeling like the momentum is playing into this set?
I mean, that was all momentum, and I think Beast knew it because that was a huge risk. If he had missed that up B, he would have died for it. He was at 130. That would have been a punish. But he goes for it. He gets the connect, and then Bonk finds the stock shortly afterwards. So it's still no one's game to be had just yet.
Yeah, this one is really looking like both these players are well practiced and in great shape for this gameplay. 1-0 Beast right now, but we all saw it in game one. All it takes for Bonk is one combo, and that frame one switch really coming in clutch for Beast. If he's able to get this punish, he does find a catch on the jump, maybe looking for an up air, trying to set up with these Razor Leaf, these Vine Whips, setting up for that ledge trap, but Bonk fights his way back on stage, and we're back at neutral.
Okay, I mean, yeah, basically for a time, but then the up smash out of shield right out of Pokemon Switch 2. That was definitely kind of a desperation situation, but Beast knows exactly what he needed to do there to get the kill, and Bonk kind of took the bait. Now the Squirtle ladder is coming back in full force, looking like this advantage state is not going anywhere, and Bonk finally gets his way back in with a side B, but still gets right up into the Ivysaur Nair. This is not looking ideal for him.
Yeah, going for that downer yet again. And there is that dimensional cape, something we haven't seen a couple times. Maybe it was Bonk trying to set up for these late game situations, but dimensional cape. Oh, he had to switch, and that switch killed him.
Yeah, that's crazy. So the forced air, I mean, literally, he had no other options. He was either going to take the hit and die, or just miss and die like he did. So that's really, really tough. But Bonk, this is where things get interesting because he has gotten these early kills off combos off Squirtle. So if the longer the Beast stays on Squirtle, the more volatile it becomes.
Yeah, but in the same way, so can be said for Bonk. He misses one tech or gets caught jumping too errantly. He does have good DI, but these up airs for Squirtle, hey, it's Turtle Mario for a reason, but that down tilt?
Wow, still not enough. Oh my god. And then that's gonna do it. That's gotta do it. Come on, no.
How many false finishes? Three now?
Three kill screens. 3 kill screens. Something's gonna give, and this might do it. That's gonna do it.
Pivot grabbing twice in a row as Beast takes game 2 on Northern
Oh my god. That's insane.
Hilarious for one part, but I also like to shout out how Beast, while he was the Pokemon trainer in Tri-State for a while, Quid's uprising slowly but surely has given him someone to almost bounce notes off of, even if they weren't directly talking.
I'm sure that's interesting. I mean, I'm sure they've seen each other's VODs at the very least, taking some sort of note of what options they're going for. That was really, really nice Ivysaur play. Very consistent stuff. Getting the good stuff where it's like, okay, you're forcing him into shield, you get the grabs. That's ultimately what you can rely on. Whether you're Squirtle or Ivysaur, honestly, with both of their back throws. And even Charizard if you want to lead into a back air. Back throws are kind of a really nice staple for every Pokemon in Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah, as well as how the conditioning plays off from one Pokemon to another. The pressure from Squirtle led into the grabs from Ivysaur. Just really clean stuff.
Speaking of pressure, there's a lot of pressure off stage right now. I don't know if Ivysaur really wants to feel super comfortable going off stage that much against a Meta Knight. Still very, very dangerous here, and this jab is going to be a kind of an important point to deal with if you're Ivysaur because it's so fast, and Ivysaur doesn't really always have great options to challenge that quickly.
The back air. Sometimes all you need is a little bit of set play. 46. This is so far even as he baits the up B out of shield by just empty landing. That was so good, giving him a free switch into Charizard, who's going to be able to survive for at least 20 or 30%. That up air coming out. And now we're both basically at death percent, especially given Charizard's heavy hitting nature, but that F tilt. The clank, and it just ended up working out for Bonk because he's a fast character, and Beast got caught in the end lag. Still does not actually die from that, so we're still waiting to see the first stock be taken after a minute and 15 seconds in. This is definitely a slower pace game, but they are still swinging at each other, so it doesn't even feel like it. Yeah, Beast just using that stage shooter's advantage, playing the stage control game up until Bonk finds a way to jump on over, looking for the clash and looking for the divide, but no player hitting a tech and sent the opposite way, but both still recover, and it always comes down to Charizard. Every time Beast is in a tight spot, he's able to find the first stock with Charizard, but answering right back is Bonk with that raw up B calling out the jump. It didn't work the first 2 times, but that 3rd time was the charm.
Yeah, everyone seems to almost get like a power-up when they get off the Angel platform. Like, they just seem to always be able to find the hit that they need and then getting the stock that they couldn't take for 45 seconds, right? Like, it takes so long for them to get to that spot, and then all of a sudden it's gone in an instant because of the Angel invulnerability. You just get so many abilities off of it. So now we're seeing a very strong advantage state from Bonk. Beast getting pushed to the edge one too many times and looking like anything here could seal this, seal his fate.
Yeah, coming out with the spot dodge on that really high committal dash grab. Bonk trying to play out his cards right, and he does. It's all about the offstage pressure with Bonk. Even if he's not able to complete his combos, good DI from Beast, and some proper switches, he still finds ways to close out stocks in the Pokemon by just being out there.
Yeah, taking a stock by pure fear alone. That's the Bonk.
Speaking of that fear alone, he jumped and read that air dodge like it was nobody's business.
Doesn't tech it, but doesn't really need to. And then the the up B doesn't save Beast after all. That is one of the worst ways to get like a game. But Bonk's like, you know what? It doesn't even matter. I'm taking the game.
Yeah, sometimes you need to take the sloppy games in order to get your clean ones out. Get your clean ones going. You need a win under his belt, and Bonk gets that. In an albeit unfortunate manner, yeah, this does put him on the board.
For sure, for sure. So now we're back. It's not a 3-0. We got 2-1, and it's looking pretty good. Bonk still, if he had some of those big hits that he needed, I think a little bit earlier, it could have been more secured in his favor. But still, this is where the set has sort of led us to at this point.
Yeah, we're getting that set up on the stage, and almost a similar start, though Beast does go back to a home field advantage of Pokemon Stadium 2 for both him and his character. Bonk's treating it just like he was in Game 3. Early aggression leads to set play mid-game, closing out stocks with a lot of solid reads. But Beast, ever the wild card with that back throw into back air.
God, that we like the red sparks at 53 post hit. Can we just not? Can we pretend like that's not supposed to happen? I mean, please, someone tell me I'm not crazy. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, he misses out on the big opportunity. That drift after Beast hit his shield was massive. He did not expect to have to run up and then go ahead and punish. So he misses out on the opportunity there. Still, I mean, it's a little bit scary when you're just kind of going high with the Flare Blitz. I respect the gall of this man to try it.
Every time I watch Beast, I learned that he'll do just about anything in order to close out a stock because he's playing a character with so much consistency. And Pokemon Trainer, even at 170, Bonk had to be afraid given that frame 6 up smash out of shield that Charizard had going for him.
Right. And right now, I mean, it seems as though the Ivysaur was, or at least for a time, the idea or the pick there. Still, 111 now. Bonk has to die here, and he does to the forward air. Beast switching right back into Squirtle. Let's see. I mean, this Squirtle has been doing some work in this set, so I definitely think that this has been one of his best assets against Bonk.
I completely agree. The Squirtle has really come to play in this set and in this tournament, and we'll get to see the full extent of the Tiny Turtle Pokemon at the very end of a very intense set. But 67, the roll in getting red, and the switch getting red as well. The lingering back air boosted in strength from the last patch, but it doesn't even matter that close to the blast zone.
Yeah, no, I mean, Bonk had a pure read on Beast's flow chart in that moment. He knew exactly what he was going to do. He knew exactly what he needed to do to read every option for Filth, and he absolutely did. So Beast now has to fire back and get this back to an even stock situation because that is looking pretty tough. And with Squirtle, you can only get so far. 100% on Bonk is a good start, but again, you need something big here.
Yeah, Squirtle's lack of raw kill options can be somewhat detrimental, but with the existence of things like that down air and the ability to create so many tech situations, all it takes is one right read like so in order to potentially close out the stock. The back throw won't do it with not enough rage, but at 148, you're feeling pretty good about the Squirtle, and you have to switch, and the switch comes in. Bonk just overcommitting a fraction too much in that fastball up air. Closes out for Beast with only 44. Easy damage to make up, especially with this combo starter.
Yeah, sometimes your best burst option is not even with the the Pokemon that you're playing. It's with the next one in line.
That DI.
Yeah, the DI was a little scary stuff, and you don't want to help because, you know, Meta Knight's super light.
And gotta be very careful. I love how Bonk uses Meta Knight's jab to his advantage, dashing in as an amazing ground option. Reads the switch again. Will that do it? It does.
Wow.
Starting on the platform, and now we're here. Game 5.
Very interesting. That's exactly what he needed, honestly. Like, he just needed to get into his rhythm, get some of these good kills on the Pokemon that he knows that he can, where he can, right? So, okay, Charizard's going high. He might be heavy. I'm still going to take him off the top. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I love the way that Bonk approaches every game similarly, but with a different flavor, because everybody knows what Meta Knight wants. That's part of what arguably has kept the character down for so long.
Yeah.
But Bonk approaches that head strong in the early game, and then goes for some really hard reads in the late game. And Pokemon Trainer is one of the best characters you can read because of that frame 1 switch being so tempting.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why, of course, like, Bonk is starting to pick up on where he knows Beast is going to want to switch, right? So Beast, I think, in that situation was so clutch because Bonk had no idea that he was planning on dropping that and then going for the, you know, the Ivysaur move. So it's like, at that point, I feel like they're so practiced at getting used to each other's habits that they have to really push it to another level just to get out of some of their, you know, their opponent's strings.
Yeah, and it seems like Beast have really turned on that other level, starting off the game already getting a stock off of a nice read with the Squirtle up smash, and this is looking a lot more like game 1 in its play. The Squirtle doing all of this dirty work as Bonk misses the Condor dive.
No.
That's so hurtful.
I mean, it is hurtful, but unfortunately, you could only blame yourself. You did this to yourself.
True.
Beast knew it was coming out, and when you got the escape option, you might as well go all out. Just say, I'm washing my hands about the situation. This is not my fault.
Yeah, it really isn't. He played it right, and Bonk was just a little bit too over-eager to try and close out that stock, and your overzealousness is going to lead you into a Charizard back throw back air, looking for the stock on the down air, but not finding it is Beast. Still trying just to play center and wrap this up with the Pokemon that he is most known for. Maybe even close this out with a 3 stock off this grab.
I mean, he does get the grab there. I mean, the good down throw gets a lot of damage on the board. Again, any amount that you can use to get Bonk closer to death is going to be worth it because you got 3 stocks to play with. Beast still getting something here. Okay, well, the grab's still not enough, but Bonk has to find an answer here in the edge guard, and he does find it at least on ledge with the up B closing out the stock. So, I don't know. Bonk, he could possibly make this work.
Yeah, it's just 2 dash attacks away, right?
Right. In theory. In theory. I mean, that's what he needs is the Gimp.
Yeah, those Gimps, those long combos, the ladders. Like, that's where it all comes into play. But at this low percent, on top of his own rage, it's almost working against him. Meta Knight is a combo character. He's being sent too far to combo.
Honestly, yeah, that is very true. The rage is definitely working against you in that point. So, still has to get some of these straight hits, and these straight hits do not add up to much for Meta Knight. You have to rely on your own fundamentals, which can only get you so far against, you know, a person who's switching between characters and getting you on the grab with the back throw. Again, you know, we've come full circle in this set.
Yeah,
the back throw begins and endeth the set.
Back throw is and back throw taketh away. There was a couple back throws that missed earlier in the game, but not that one.
Yeah.
It's insane how Squirtle's allowed to have that, first of all, but also it's just good play on Beast's part to be to have so much presence with aerials throughout the set. With Squirtle going for a lot of down airs, back airs, neutral airs, all of them. And at the end of the day, what takes it is Squirtle's grab game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Bonk still had such a good lead up to Game 5, and then Game 5